In this video, we are going to get deeper into the values of Filipino psychology. Psikolohiyang Filipino is defined as the study of diwa or the wealth of ideas referred to by the philosophical concept of essence and an entire range of psychological concepts from awareness to motivates behavior. The founder of Psikolohiyang Filipino based it on Filipino philosophy and experiences as seen through the eyes of a Filipino, emphasizing the context of Filipino orientation. It is based on assessing historical and socio-cultural realities, understanding the local language, unraveling Filipino characteristics, and explaining them through the eyes of the native Filipino, indigenizing a universal psychology that is accustomed mainly to Western concepts. It was conceptualized by Virgilio Enriquez, which made him known as the ama ng Psikolohiyang Filipino. He earned his BA in Philosophy at the University of the Philippines, UP, in 1961. He took graduate studies at Northwestern University in United States, where he obtained his MA in Psychology in 1970 and PhD in Social Psychology in 1971. Psikolohiyang Filipinos' areas of protest are about fighting a psychology that perpetuates colonial status of Filipino mind. It is against psychology used for exploiting the masses and the imposition of a third world country of psychologies developed in industrial countries. It tackles ethnic psychology, a branch of psychology that studies how culture, language, and related phenomena of different ethnic groups within nation or region affects the attitude, experiences, and behavior of a group members. As a major basis for integrating academic, scientific, and academic philosophical tradition into a national tradition of psychology and philosophy as universal discipline instead of following Western theories by applying indigenization.
One of the intentions is to debunk false images of Filipino values and identity that have infiltrated Philippine textbooks and our educational system and withdraws from the notion of the great cultural division, which reveals the mindset of Filipinos who have adopted the more elite attitude and look down on those on the opposite side of the gap.
To fulfill this, Psikolohiyang Filipino endorses the conceptualization of psychological practices in the Filipino context like livelihood psychology. That is a collection of lifestyle choices, objectives, values, and activities that are influenced by biophysical, political or legal, economic, social, cultural, and psychological factors. The next one is health psychology. It is the study of how psychology, biology, behavior, and social factors influence health and illness. It focuses on how behavior affects health. It is well suited to assisting people in changing behaviors that promotes health and well-being. The third one is the folk practices or indigenous techniques of healing. Folk practices is referred to as practices of narrative therapy that are closely linked to a particular tradition of understanding life and identity that is deeply historical. Indigenous traditional healing is a holistic practice that aims to treat imbalances in a person's body, mind, emotion, and spirit together. These imbalances are thought to be the cause of illness and result from ignoring scared natural laws. The next one is the popular religio-political movement. These are the certain social movement connected to religion and politics that cause a great influence on our society.
Rural psychology, a field of psychology traditionally associated with the study of social structure and conflict in rural areas.